Citizen!
Alright, welcome back to another AC Brotherhood stream. today with a continuation of our in-depth story playthrough of the game. Welcome in everybody, and thank you for joining. Hey for Max, thank you for the lurk, and yeah, welcome in everybody else. So before we get started for today with our rather short Brotherhood session, we're gonna be streaming for about 3 hours total. We are going to have a look actually at some behind the scenes stuff, which is something I want to do for every AC game that we play, of course. That is also available. And yeah, I found this like roughly 12-minute video of Brotherhood, going a bit more in depth with how the developers at Ubisoft created the game, and what their inspirations were, and what they wanted to achieve within the game. So we're gonna have a look at that video, and afterwards we're gonna be jumping into the game, and yeah, also work on finally building up a Brotherhood and unlocking that feature as well. So yeah, I would say let's have a look into this.
Assassin's Creed is about a grand battle between Templars and Assassins that is hidden behind the scenes of history.
The Assassins are a force dedicated to maintaining and protecting our free will. And that sets them in direct opposition to the Templars, who are all about control.
It's a very, very interesting universe where we have many levels of depth and many angles to explore.
It's a totally immersive game where you get to relive amazing experience in a strong historical context.
With Assassin's Creed, the fans are very important to us, and we know how many people are out there waiting for the next installment and are excited to see what's going to happen. So it's important on the story side that we deliver new twists, new turns, and that we continue the narrative the way we had begun.
Assassin's Creed 1, as most of people know, was set in the Third Crusades during the 12th century. Assassin's Creed 2 was set in the Renaissance. This time around, we are going to focus especially on the city of Rome itself and on the life of Ezio, the second part of his life where he decides to build a new order, which we call the Assassin's Brotherhood.
So Ezio is initially just a young guy who finds himself forced into this world that he never knew existed. He's then exposed to this war between Templars and Assassins, and then struggles and fights to find his place in things. And it just so happens to be sort of at the side of the Assassins.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is a little bit like a new season of a great TV show.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood starts off at exactly the moment that Assassin's Creed 2 ended. So, when we made Assassin's Creed 2, we understood that Ezio's story was more epic than anything we could tell with one game.
And this time around, what we wanted to give the players is the fantasy of being leader of an assassin order. And it made sense for us to put the player in that position and have that extra responsibility of not only teaching them, but also recruiting them and molding the next generation of assassins.
The player will be able to recruit new assassins, train them, and eventually send them on different types of missions.
You will see many familiar faces in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Lots of characters that you knew before in Assassin's Creed 2 will return, but not necessarily the way you expect. Now Ezio is much older, he's wiser, and he's about to become a leader of the Assassin Order, and he'll need to prove that he truly can lead. But things aren't going to go as planned.
Next on the Brotherhood Diaries. By ascending through the Renaissance Church, the Templars seized control of Rome and made it the heart of their hidden empire. Now its citizens live in fear and poverty, but hope will arise as a Brotherhood is born. Welcome to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Diaries.
In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Ezio's villa is attacked and destroyed by Cesare Borgia. After Ezio's villa is destroyed, he journeys to Rome to rebuild the Assassin's Order and strike at the heart of the Templars.
Rome was completely decrepit. People were poor, people were starved, they were scared, they were being bullied all the time. Rome was not the jewel that we know today or even thought it would be at that time.
The city of Rome was truly the center of power and corruption at the time. So there's going to be a strong military presence represented by the Borgias. So Ezio is going to fight against the Borgia. He's going to bring the Renaissance back to Rome.
When you're going to want to rebuild Rome, you're going to have to deal with zones that are occupied by the Borgias. When you get rid of one of those Borgia zones or Borgia towers, you're going to be able to open more shops, open stables, people will look healthier, there's going to be less bandits.
Very subtly, we see Rome change, and the people become confident that the Borgias have less and less influence over their lives.
Rome as a city is nice because you have a bit of water, huge landmarks, variations in levels. You have hills, the 7 hills of Rome. There's the Colosseum, the Pantheon, Castel Sant'angelo, there's the Vatican. So that's all the new stuff that you're going to see in this city.
Rome is 3 times the size of Florence. It's the biggest map that we've ever done in an Assassin's Creed game. And so it made sense for us to introduce the horse in the city. Having other NPCs on a horse will allow you to do horse against horse combat mode.
You'll be able to assassinate from horse, start a free run sequence from your horse, air assassinate a guy and take his horse. So there's a lot of cool new moves that we're adding with that play element.
Ezio, now a master assassin, will see the potential in some recruits and save them from the Borgia oppression by fighting off guard, surrounding the recruit, and he will invite them to join the order.
The thing is, the player will actually have to train these guys. But through the process of the game and through the missions that you can send them on, you'll be able to upgrade them and make them even stronger. With this, the player will have some pretty kick-ass allies to help them fight the Borgia.
But you gotta be careful because they can die.
And once they're dead, they're gone forever.
As a player, you totally get to customize your own assassin. You can specialize a certain assassin with long range or another one that could help you out in hand-to-hand combat fighting along with you.
Like the coolest thing I ever saw was I was in a big fight. I called my Assassin's Guild. They came in, they took out the guys. Next thing I knew, they threw some smoke bombs, which then allowed me to finish off the guys, and then they ran off. It was brilliant. Once you see them in action, your jaw's gonna drop.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is really an experience in speed and power in a way that Assassin's Creed 2 wasn't.
Rome is the huge city. It's the largest city ever built by the Assassin's Creed team, so there's a lot to see and a lot to discover in Rome.
It's about 3 times the size of Florence, so it's the biggest world we've ever done in our map. The production has been exponential. Everything is moving faster. You can do more with the world. You can use more abilities. At the same time, Ezio is acquiring power.
Ezio is much more mature, he's seasoned, he's experienced, and he gets to build his own assassin's order. You really have the feeling of playing the master assassin. We have what we call memorable moments. Places in the game where we wanted the player to feel really like an epic mission.
I wanted the player to remember each set piece and be able to talk about them with friends, not only next week, but next month.
One of the biggest set piece that we have is the Castel Sant'angelo, which is actually the main residence of the Pope. It actually took a whole team just to build that specific landmark. It's so huge.
Many aspects of the game were actually very challenging. The horse is one of them. There's a good reason why we didn't do it on AC1 and on AC2.
We really wanted to work hard on the horse and really improve the horse a lot, and that was a behemoth for us.
Having the horse inside the city is something that multiplies all the problems you have with the horse, because then you can do free running, then you can do assassinations, then you can do hijacking. The horse was definitely a challenge.
Personally, when I play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, my favorite part is to be really stealthy. And what's nice about it is that now you have your fellow assassins with you. You can really come up with a plan, send your assassins on missions.
You can call your fellow assassins to kill people around you who you want dead. Ezio just does it with this little gesture like they're dead.
I mix it up a bit. I do like to do this social stealth action, like blade in the crowd type. Sometimes I just love to go in Rambo style and just kill everything.
I like kind of barreling through things. I'm not a delicate player. I'm not trying to master the nuances of the system, although there are many of them. I really like just doing high voltage things like throwing an axe into someone's head.
My favorite gadget are the smoke bombs. Call your assassins, they throw smoke bombs, it's chaos. And then you just go for the kill and savor that final moment.
We've been toying around with the multiplayer idea for a while now, for a good 2-3 years.
Having a multiplayer in Assassin's Creed game sounds weird because we're an action-adventure game, but it's something the players were telling us that they wanted to do.
It was really important to give the player the same kind of feeling that he experienced in the single-player aspect of the game, but in multiplayer.
It would have been easy to just slap on a deathmatch multiplayer, and I think it would have done a disservice to our core fan base. It had to be really smart. It's not a frag game, it's not a deathmatch, it's not how many people you kill, but how you kill them.
I think I prefer the courtesan as a multiplayer character because I can play and look at a cute girl at the same time.
The one that I choose a lot is the priest and the courtesan. Not that I feel like a woman sometimes.
It's the courtesan for me. Yeah, she's sneaky and yeah.
I know you're there, Ezio, so consider this an invitation from my family to yours.
For me, Brotherhood is about character and conflict.
We actually based the whole story around the Borgia family, and they actually existed in real life. Their history is so rich, like they're so decadent, they totally control Rome, they had their hand over the papacy and everything, so it's like a really, really good example of how power can corrupt you.
I worked very closely with a historian. Anything that's possible historically is allowed in the game.
Paper guards!
We're never going to have anything in the game that history directly contradicts. That doesn't mean that we don't imagine events that could have happened.
Ready to go again?
You don't need to ask.
One should always have the freedom to choose.
The struggle between the Assassins and the Templars is part of this universal push-pull between control and freedom.
The Templars are all about control over the mass, telling people what to think, telling people what morals to have, what's right and wrong. And the Assassins represent freedom of thought, freedom of choice.
A lot of gamers talk about how our endings are like cliffhangers, but I think the Assassin's Creed game, like any season finale, deserves such an ending.
Don't forget, it's all about Desmond's ancestors. So it's all about Desmond's story going into a machine and reliving ancestors' past lives.
What will be really racking their brains at the end of the game is that you can't really trust anybody.
We really wanted to keep people on their toes, who's on my side and who's really not on my side, have the player doubt who his friends are and who his enemies are.
It's really like a big conspiracy and you don't know who's a Templar, who is an assassin. That part is really true for Desmond as well.
You start to see how messages from the past are being conveyed to Desmond in the present, and we're building to something really big.
All right, and that is behind the scenes for AC Brotherhood. I kind of have a part where I said, you know, they wouldn't do anything that wasn't like historically allowed. You know, if something contradicts direct with historical records, they wouldn't include it in the game. Bit of a mindset I hope they're gonna embrace again in the future with AC. Yeah, very interesting indeed. I'm very much excited actually to get back into the Brotherhood system. Because we still haven't unlocked that. But today I think we will. So I'm very excited to get some assassins recruited and upgrade them, send them on missions, all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's get back into it, shall we? Currently at 25%. Let's do this. I'm excited.
Only the best of raiment here, friends. Silks and clothes of finest weave.
Alright, so we're still quite early into the game. Currently at the start of sequence 4, I believe. So what I would actually like to do first is go into the modern day and leave the enemies. I don't think we have any emails, but there might be conversations of a kind, so let's have a look.
Welcome back, Desmond.
Any news from the outside?
Rebecca's patched in a phone line. The Templars are still guarding the border, and Vidic seems to be busy too.
Doing what?
From the looks of things, he's using Animus data to train Abstergo operatives.
Meaning?
Abstergo's preparing for a full-on assault.
Weren't you the only assassin at Abstergo's Animus facility? How are you getting data from them?
Some old passwords work, but I can't dig very far into the network.
That's kind of interesting conversation. You know, Des was like legitimately curious about how Lucy's getting information. But obviously Abstergo wouldn't allow her to have passwords, right? But of course she's secretly working for Abstergo, so that's how she gets access. And I like how she's not really getting too in-depth on it either. Or she doesn't want to expose herself.
I'm kind of busy here.
You ever killed anyone?
Hello to you too. I dated a guy who was an electronics expert around the time the Assassins first contacted me.
And?
Now I'm single.
Are you kidding?
Of course I'm kidding. You think I would joke about someone I actually killed? Death is only funny when it isn't happening in front of you. I should know. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Damn.
Any theories about that cipher Machiavelli handed me? Ezio, I mean.
I can't decode it without the key. It's a one-time pad.
What's that?
It's a cipher with a unique disposable key. Imagine someone used the first letter of each word in the Declaration of Independence to encipher something. Well, without the Declaration itself, you couldn't decrypt it.
I could run it through the computer.
There are some things even a computer can't do. Like love, Rebecca. Like love.
Oh god. I love Rebecca and Sean so much. I love Rebecca.
I noticed you didn't patch the translation software.
Nah, it's still buggy. There's only the occasional glitch in the Italian, but if you hit any German or French, watch out.
Yeah, gonna watch out for the German.
Focusing on this.
So Sean, any lions outside the Pride?
Who was that girl you were dating? Kate?
Yeah. Kate. Katie, kitty cat Kate. Charmed the pants right off her, I did.
Yeah, right. I know for a fact you didn't even get to second base.
Oh, what?
We had lunch.
You had lunch with Kate?
Whatever, I got work to do.
Press for Sean. Hey, Cat. Welcome in, dude. Hope you're having a great weekend so far.
My work requires attention, Desmond.
Indeed, Sean. Indeed. Alright, let's have a look at this laptop. Let's see. Any new stuff? New here? Okay, I think most of these are still old ones because they didn't have any exclamation mark in the Leave the Animus tab. Which usually means no new emotes, but I'm gonna check regardless, just to make sure. Don't wanna miss out on anything. I'm very good, Sekat. You're having a nice day so far. Decided to play some more Brotherhood for Retro Sundays, because this game technically is retro. And I really want to play more of this as well. But yeah. How are you, Vo? How's the day been? Okay, nothing new here. Let's head back into the Animus.
Ready when you are.
No client of mine will ever be caught under drift.
Okay. see if I wanna get anything here. Could change the clothing. Kind of like the color. I'm really a big fan of the onyx. But I think for now I'm just gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna get some money first. What's assuming money? We can play around with it.
Fresh off the easel. Next time, then, sir. I suppose I should try. Non puoi. You'll not find fairer prices than these, amici. Just look at my wares and see for yourself.
Okay. Let's head into the open world. I'm just gonna head towards the main quest, I think, unless we have some side quests here. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of all the chests, I think, to have a bit more of a clearer overall map here. So we could start the Copernico DLC. That could be interesting. Also got another thief assignment down there. Some assassination contracts. Let's go for the thief assignment first, I think. Getting the Ezio collection, it's on sale for €15. That's definitely worth it, dude. That sounds very nice. €5 per game. Yeah, that's curious. Apparently if I set the display here, it also influences the minimap, which I don't want. I want the treasures to be displayed on minimap as well. So I'm gonna leave them on in that case. So, which platform would you be getting the Ezio collection on, Selcat? PlayStation or Xbox? Xbox One. Oh yeah? Are you having the new Xbox One? Like the Series X or S? Or is it the classic one? Assassino! Hey Verrot. Citizen. Welcome in, dude. I hope you're having a good day and evening so far. How was AC Liberation today? And yeah, it's going very good, Rod. Having a nice day so far. Decided to play some Brotherhood for Retro Sundays. Also just watched some of the behind the scenes stuff for Brotherhood, which was quite interesting. Seeing a bit of the developer's perspective on the game. The One X, not Series X, you wish. I gotcha. Fair enough, yeah. I think the Series X and S actually has like the 60 FPS unlocked for the Ezio collection. That's why I was asking. Of course, that's really nice to have for sure. I think otherwise the games are locked to 30 FPS, but they still look really good to be fair. So hold up. Going good, thanks. It went well, you finished the playthrough. It's awesome, it's great to see behind the scenes stuff for games, especially back when it was new or about to come out. Yeah, dude. Definitely helps build up the hype and, you know, intriguement for it as well. But that's great, dude, that you finished Liberation 1 Go. I reckon it helped not going for the optional objectives as well, like time-wise. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. One thing I love that they said was that they kind of like said if anything contradicts directly history, they wouldn't include it in the game. Mindset we definitely gotta work on nowadays a bit more. But yeah. Happy the remaster of those older ACs, 30 FPS, super fun. Yeah, definitely still looks great, dude. Didn't find it too noticeable personally, and still controls really well.
On him! Get the bastard! You are not going anywhere! Just right. Come on. Good. I don't know my brother. I have had
Yeah, not getting away. Not from me.
Come, amigo. A weekly greeting. There he is! Healthy lifestyle.
But it helped a lot, especially how some of those single requirements are a pain. Yeah, dude, something I only partially look forward to. Because I do plan on doing all the optional objectives in all the AC games for this NU series playthrough. So that's kind of my challenge this year. I probably won't be doing stealth challenges or something of the sort, but rather just focus on getting the objectives and doing like all the missions.
Come, friends.
But yeah, there's definitely some liberation that are really tricky. We can't take any damage against like against the assassin mentor and stuff like that. Ubisoft Quebec needs to learn those lessons about history. Yeah, wouldn't hurt, you know. Trying to be a bit more accurate in some regards at least. Okay, let's fight this out.
I'll do anything if I live. Let me go. Die.
Love it spear so much, dude. Such a nice mechanic. I love how I can both have the AoE attack but also the throwing ability on like range. But you don't blame me, dude law, getting full sync on it can be challenging and time consuming enough. Definitely, yeah. So having like a stealth in addition, I don't know, not this year I think. That being said, I will still try, of course, to play as stealthy as I can most of the time, but yeah, just wanna kind of like play however I feel like permission. Plus, some single requirements, of course, mean that you have to play stealthy in some regards as well. Okay. It didn't work. And I wish I have a climb leap already, but we haven't talked to Leonardo yet. Okay, let's go up here. And then we go. Around here. Okay. It can be really freeing and to not always have too much pressure on yourself to do certain things once in a while. Yeah, definitely, dude. And yeah, I also really enjoy doing these full sync requirements most of the time as well. Kind of like helps you immerse with the ancestor and how they have done, you know, things. Okay, let's actually have a look underground here, because there's a special kind of like location where we can access later on the armor of Brutus, which of course is kind of like the strongest connection to AC Origins as well, since Brutus is one of the characters starring in the late game of that. And the scrolls that we can find also are a connection to the assassination of Caesar, which of course is the final thing happening in Origins as well. Nice, got some money in the bank. Would like to see that. A Twitch channel was streaming a 1972 horror movie with Christopher Lee called Horror Express. We caught it about halfway through earlier. Oh, nice. Christopher Lee, dude. What a great actor he was. But eminent freedom isn't given, Caesar. It is taken. Indeed. That's such a good line as well. Showing how much of a great character, you know, Aya is as well. And then what she says, Requiescat in pace.
Requiescat in pace.
Caesar. Such a nice way as well, because it really made sense, you know, like her speaking Latin to Caesar, being a Roman. Just love how Origins, you know, not only show the origin of a Brotherhood, but of like so many things that are kind of like identity of a Brotherhood. Cover all keys from the scrolls of Romulus to interact with the gate. Indeed. Yeah. That is the armor. Is that even... I think that's a bust of Caesar in the background, isn't it? Such amazing screen presence, didn't even need to say anything. That's true though, it isn't just done for the sake of referencing the phrase. Yeah. It's really, really well done. Hey, the Banshee. Yeah, as Rod says, he did play Saruman. It's kind of interesting as well. I'm sure most already know that I read a bit into Lord of the Rings. But I think since Christopher Lee was also fighting in the war, he actually told, I think, Peter Jackson how it would sound like if somebody would be stabbed to death or something. So they incorporated that into the movie, I think. Which I thought was kind of like dark, but also, you know, interesting that he could provide that kind of information to make the, you know, movie seem more realistic, I guess. He also was really like a friend of the author of Lord of the Rings, wasn't he? And he also was like a metal singer. Just like a crazy biography, honestly. Love it behind the scenes where he rightfully so complains about the length of the rope when getting up the steps. I haven't seen that, I don't think. That's really cool as well, that, you know, he kind of like took his ground and stance. You just did everything. Yeah, definitely a lot. Very inspiring personality, to be honest. And of course, he also done the ha 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 ha. The meme that got made out of him in Lord of the Rings when he's standing on the tower and singing that song. Is that he did Tomato album? Yeah, I tuned into that a while ago. It was pretty good actually. Can't lie.
Ezio Auditore, Perdiana. I have heard stories about your speed. Let us see if you can match mine.
You had no idea that was from Lord of the Rings. It's actually not, no. There's like a edited version on YouTube where somebody basically inserted the song over him standing on the tower. So it's not really from Lord of the Rings, but it's like a meme about Lord of the Rings, combining the true song. But yeah. Get an occult library as well. Oh really? I didn't know that, Sekat. Yeah, sounds like a really intriguing personality. But after his first Dracula movie, they wanted him to do the next one. He didn't like the dialogue of the script, so told them he would only do the role again if Dracula said nothing, and they agreed. Interesting. It's really cool that, you know, he's like really voicing his criticism if he has any. That he wouldn't just, you know, take anything. Up to speed. Defeat the upstart thief at his own race. Full sync, complete the course in under 60 seconds. Jesus Christ. Not good. Kind of felt on it big time, but I still got the full sync, so I'm happy. I was actually thinking this is the first time I have to replay a mission for 100% sync, but still on that streak of not having to replay a mission so far. Just Pietro Genius, yeah dude, that music always gives me the chills. Just so good. Thanks, Rod. Appreciate it. Okay, I wanna do some more side quests here. I'm gonna skip this rumors there for now, because I wanna do Tombs more into the late game. So let's do an Assassination Contract instead. And maybe also repair this part of the aqueduct here.
Grazie. Addio.
Addio. Grazie. Man, I've missed this game a lot actually. Even more so since I've done not that much content last year when I played it. What is the host doing? But how's this for the name of a Kung Fu movie? Hate Flying Guillotines. That's a very good name actually. Maybe set in the time of the French Revolution. Speaking of which, Levi actually started her playthrough of AC Unity recently. Now that she's finished AC Rogue, and she's loving it absolutely so far. And just watching her play it, I realized how much I miss the game as well. So I'm really looking forward to it again. And safe to say she didn't enjoy Rogue's story whatsoever. Like at first she was like, okay, yeah, this is kinda like still alright. But then at the end of the game she was like, okay, yeah, this is bullshit. Horse has gone crazy. It's kind of funny when you like still sprint and jump off a horse, but like just keep on walking. Alternate history. That's great, dude. It would also be great remedy for having played Rogue. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely made, you know, getting to Rogue, I think, also more exciting. Having played Rogue before. Or getting to Unity would have like made it more exciting. But you don't think AC Unity story is a good either, it's just a fun game with great parkour. I mean, that's fair to have that sentiment, not liking the story too much. It's definitely not like a universally loved, beloved story of fan base. But what really irks me about Rogue is kind of like all the logical issues that it has, you know. And I feel like Unity is far superior in that regard. Like all the motives of the characters make perfect sense, I think. Yeah, that's really my biggest complaint with Rogue, you know, like how it's based on just like a community issue. And if Shea would just tell the assassins what really would have happened, the assassins wouldn't interact with the ESO sites anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Also like the writing in general and like the accents and all that, I don't know. It really just isn't for me. But it's also very subjective, like there's enough people who enjoy Rogue a lot, and that's fine. You know, it just, for me personally, it's really not my favorite. After Terrible Entry, Unity is a delicious main course. Entree, yeah, indeed. It's actually a Dracula Kung Fu movie called Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. Interesting. I haven't seen that one either. That sounds really damn funny though. You haven't played Rogue, so maybe it's not worse in Unity, that it will make Unity a great story. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think once you actually play Rogue and kind of like see the story for yourself, maybe that would change your perception. Like, Unity, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite story or one of my favorites in the series, but in comparison to Rogue, it's a masterpiece. For me, at least. You know? I feel like there's also like a lot of subtleties in Unity that I didn't catch up on until I actually played the game. So when I first played it, I was also not like the fondest of the story, but definitely appreciate the game the more I, you know, replay it. But yeah, my favorite stories in AC are still AC2 and Origins. Just really make me feel for the characters a lot, and I don't know, the way it's written. Just so good. Tactical correction. Cesare has called one of his chief tacticians back to Roma. He's valuable asset, so the Captain General has provided a horse and an escort. I suspect neither will be a problem. We'll sync, finish memory within 2 minutes. Okay, let's get the horse here to be a bit faster. What's that? We got a speed limit here. I still don't have any smoke bombs or assassin recruits, so we gotta be extra fast here.
The assassino! Here now! Andiamo!
There we go. Love that sound when you finish a mission. Okay, I'm looking for more side missions. Don't really have any right now, so I think we're just gonna head towards the main quest. We could start the Copernico DLC already, but I'm gonna hold up on that for now, unless we come across it directly. Porsche Raper. Ooh, Cesare or Rodrigo, because they're both rapers. Love that move so much, how you can like jump from the horse to the beam, like one fluid animation. There's like another beam behind this beam, you could even like make like another animation swinging directly to a second beam. Looks really, really sick actually. Actually, let's hire these guys, because I think we have to hire a couple for the challenges. I won't be doing all the challenges in this playthrough for the guilds. At least I don't plan on forcing me to do so. I want to still do as many as I can. That music. The echoes of the Roman ruins.
Has he been doing?
He's losing us! Faster, ragazzi!
Let's have a look at the bank here. Actually have some money to pick up.
Come, amici! Vai!
Okay, so come by this.
Another time, then.
Yeah, definitely gotta continue with the main story so we can get double hidden blade and all that.
To the office of the receiver of complaints in the Vatican. More serious people. What's the point of this danza del diablo? I did not do anything wrong. Only the height of fashion is on display in my shop.
Yeah, the heights of fashion. I believe him. Okay, so over here we actually have the Leonardo Davinci DLC, the Disappearance of Davinci. I'm gonna be doing this DLC just before we have ended the game though. So kind of like fits time-wise a bit better.
If surgery is required, rest assured my 43%.
So kind of to work out a little bit like when it is exactly set time-wise. Because once you get like to the two last sequences of Brotherhood, it's very tricky what to keep on playing. Kind of like flows from one to another. But I think maybe between like sequence 7 and 8 would be a good place to do it. You forgot to ask with Liberation having the Connor mission. Have you figured out where to put that moment in your timeline runs of the Pirate Colonial Era games? Yeah, kinda think I have. Kinda like done a list of like the sequences and when to play them and which years they take place in. Not sure if that included the Connor mission though actually. But I think it is. I kind of like followed a guide of somebody working that out. And I think it included the Connor missions as well. I gotta check again. I'm gonna do like a really thorough check before we start Black Flag. But yeah, I do think so. I can also, like once I have the full timeline worked out, I can also post it in Discord or something if anybody is curious on doing the same at some point. But it's really funny because I actually read that Eveline is much older than Connor. But in the mission with Connor, you know, Connor seems like he's kind of like the mentor personality to Evelyn. Even though she's actually having more experience technically at that point. And been like an assassin for longer. I think she's at least 10 years older or something. It only occurred to you today when replaying it and thinking back on what you had said you planned. I gotcha, yeah. Yeah, there's still quite a bit more I have to plan, especially with AC3, because AC3 is having like all of these dates, especially for the naval stuff. Black Flag and Freedom Cry is much easier because it doesn't have a lot of dates for the mission at all, so you can just play them in any order you want. The AC3 though has so many dates, which makes it very tricky to plan. And then it's also the game that overlaps the most with the other games, especially Rogue and Liberation. So it's gonna be very interesting. Oi. Yeah, what I probably just would do is go back into my completionist save and just trigger each and every naval mission, and then just you know, note the date. Try to make a list like that. Good thing is that each naval mission has like an actual name before I started, so it should make it easy to trigger it whenever you need to. But yeah, fortunately though, it's mostly the naval missions that have to be planned, so the other side missions should be fine to do whenever. But yeah, I'm honestly really excited for a playthrough, kind of like playing it in actual order. Only done it once when I did my historical order run of the entire series, like 3 years ago. Which was also when we actually met, wasn't it? And yeah, that was also a whole lot of fun. Modern day, of course, got a bit screwed up at parts, but for the historical order, it was really cool. I was playing free. Hell yeah. Yeah, I also remember watching you play AC3 when I eventually discovered that you were also a streamer. I was kind of like going through my follower list and kind of like check on the profiles, and then I noticed that you were actually streaming. I was pleasantly surprised, to say the least. But yeah, I remember watching you play AC3 and doing like this super in-depth playthrough, doing a completionist or something. I was really impressed because it was like a lot of stuff that I never noticed was in AC3, you know. Because I've never really done a completionist run like that with a game. It really triggered me wanting to do like a more in-depth run with like a lot of the AC games as well. It's funny how random things seem at first, you know, something like that. And hey there, Schiller Locker. Welcome in, dude. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream today with more AC, I assume. How was it? How was the stream? How was the game? We're playing some Brotherhood today.
Where is he?
There I am. It's going very good, Shiloka. Yeah, having a good time so far with some Brotherhood. Just renovating, planning on unlocking the Brotherhood feature eventually today. But yeah, just, you know, running around and doing random stuff right now. Also have Marcus. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for joining. Have Extraction. Welcome in as well. Where am I? What happened? Shiloka raided over to my channel. We're also playing some AC today. And also happened to also be a German streamer. Same for Shiloka. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, everybody. So what we're doing currently is doing an NU series run of the entire AC series. And I'm doing like an in-depth run on all the missions and all the story stuff. Also doing an addition, like kind of a challenge where I do all the optional objectives. So that's kind of like what we're doing here. So why didn't the NU trigger? And Extraction, thank you also for the follow. Welcome in again. Let me see something. Okay, it might be that Moobot is still set to only triggered when AC2 is enabled. Let me check that real quick. Sherlock, you just finished the game? Oh, nice. Very, very nice. That ending for AC2 is so good, dude. Like that whole interaction with Minerva. And yeah, that's the voice, dude. Definitely enjoy your food. Thank you so much again for raiding and for coming in. Hope you had a great time with more of AC2. And yeah, enjoy your food and thanks for the lurk as well. Okay, I figured out why it didn't work, Rod. It was because the game had to be set to AC2, but now it should also work for you guys to trigger. I hope. Yeah, the ending. Like, that's still so mind-blowing to me, the way they set it up. I remember playing AC2 back when, you know, it was like the only game with AC1 being like released and just being completely buffered by everything that's happened there. Alright, now it works. Oh yeah.
You've earned this! You must be to get caught in the middle!
You'd think someone would teach a little respect.
Cheers, nice guy, would really appreciate a gift of 3 months, Nitro. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? But yeah, AC2 is still my favorite game in the series. I just love Ezio's story so much and the way it all starts. Che prendi? Ooh, another Borschitar. Let's do this. think he's guarded by these guys here.
You there!
Hold on.
Now!
Assassino!
Assassino. Yeah, we don't really have any smoke bomb or something, so just fight this out.
Ora!
Ora. Oh shit, it's actually trying to run away.
Hold!
Jesus Christ, it's your... Fuck. Okay, never mind. I didn't get him. I didn't actually think he would run away, given how many guards there were. Yeah, never mind, let's do it next time.
Salve, cittadini di Roma! Behold a sight most splendid! Caterina Sforza, she-whore of Forli, has at last been brought to heel.
Ha! No one kneels as low as Lucrezia Borgia! Who put you up to this? Was it your brother or your father? Perhaps a bit of both? Perhaps at the same time?
Chiudi la bocca! None speak ill of the Borgia! The same will happen to any who defy us!
Good people of Roma! Stay strong! You will be free! Your time will come, I swear it!
They are going to torture her.
You are here for Cesare and Rodrigo.
Caterina is a powerful ally. If we help her now while she is weak, she will aid us in return.
Perhaps. But kill Cesare and Rodrigo first.
Borgia freaks come at me, Lucrezia. Yeah. Kind of funny how when she says nobody speaks ill of a Borgia, you can clearly see in her eyes that, you know, Caterina was speaking the truth there. Honestly, really fucked up as well what, you know, happens to Caterina while being captured in the Castel Sant'angelo. Like how the database entries in AC2 talk about how both Rodrigo and Cesare have been repeatedly raping her, even together, apparently. Like, both guys deserve what's coming for them. And then, of course, the whole relationship to Lucrezia herself, like, what the heck. Castello Crusher. Infiltrate Castel Sant'angelo and assassinate Cesare and Rodrigo. Both sink, do not be detected. Indeed, Rod. Indeed. Okay, so we can't be detected. That can be a bit tricky at times, but I'm gonna try my best here. What the fuck? Are you shitting me? What the fuck? Game just bugged out. I was like inside the haystack and he saw me. Wow. So that's our first full sync fail. It's you know, we basically got detected even though we shouldn't have. Fuck's sake. Wow. guy doing Bakovo.
Forget the Pope, you only answer to me. Roma is the pillar that holds our entire enterprise aloft. She cannot waver, which means neither can you.
What of Il Vaticano?
That tired old man's club. Play along for now, but soon we will have no need of them.
He's left us Roma. She'll be in good hands.
Hey there, Daredevil. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. But on the bright side, good thing it happened early in the mission. It's not far to replay from. That's true, yeah. Definitely good timing in that regard. Just really irks me, you know, because I was on a streak of like not failing a single objective so far. And then you have like this bug happening. It's like, why? Why do you punish me, game? Hey, thank you for clipping that as forward. Have I played Apex? Not really, no. I've downloaded it once and played like one round and didn't really touch it afterwards. Not because I didn't like it, just, I don't know, wasn't really intrigued too much at the time. Just really got it for like a couple of friends who asked me to get it. Then we never really got around playing it either, so yeah. Are you playing Apex? Rod, you've had it happen right at the end of a memory a few times. Oh dude, that's so frustrating. Having to replay, you know, everything from there. That's the thing as well, right? Since you don't have a checkpoint system, but just like restart the entire memory, that can really bite you in the ass. You do extraction? Nice. Would you recommend the game still? Let's go over here. Do that, but oh well. Gotta avoid that crossbow guy there. He doesn't see me from there. I think he might. Yeah. The crossbow really helps you though. I think we should probably take down that guy as well. Maybe. Let's wait for him to turn around and then turn around again.
Cesare.
Lucrezia. I hope you have treated our guest with kindness.
That mouth on her. How I'd love to sew it shut.
I rather like it open myself.
Oh.
Have you talked to the Pope about the funds requested by my banker?
He is away from the Castello, and he might need some convincing when he returns.
That shouldn't be a problem, should it?
No. Only it gets quite lonely here. You and I spend so little time together these days, busy as you are with your other conquests.
Soon. Once I have secured the throne of Italia,
You are going to be my queen. And your loneliness will be a thing of the past.
I cannot wait.
behave yourself while I am gone.
Talk about a toxic sibling relationship. Cesare Necidit Malaca Borgia. Born 1475 or 76. Profession: noble, captain general of the papal forces. Born to Rodrigo Borgia's mistress Vanozza, Cesare studied law and became a cardinal when he was only 18. Meanwhile, his older brother Juan, Rodrigo's favorite, became the captain general of the papal forces. Cesare realized that his life as a cardinal would lead to a dead end. His brother was going to get everything. He knew exactly what he had to do. Juan had to go. By 1499, Juan was dead and Cesare had become captain general. He married a royal French bride, securing her title and an alliance with King Louis. With the aid of the king's forces, Cesare marched on Romagna. His ruthless drive for power was unprecedented. Yet this, when Cesare conquered Faenza, he invited the much-beloved lord of the city, the gallant 17-year-old Astorre III Manfredi, into his army. Astorre and Cesare really hit it off, but Astorre posed a threat to Cesare. He was lord of Faenza due to his bloodline, so when Cesare got back to Rome, he had both Astorre and his younger brother drowned by tying rocks to their feet and throwing them in the Tiber. Cesare also proved to be a brilliant general. He seized the city of Urbino without a fight, through the help of the Pope. The plan was simple. The Pope requested a loan of artillery from the Duke, his supposed ally. Once the Duke had sent the artillery, Urbino was defenseless and Cesare invaded. Cypher to all around him, at one point Isabel Teste sent Cesare 100 masks to congratulate him on a victory. Cesare's motivations were unreadable by his enemies and his actions notoriously brutal. And he was also the supposed inspiration for Machiavelli's The Prince.
I will not die by the hand of man. No man can murder me. Cesare. Oh Cesare, he had a date with gravity.
Indeed, Rod, indeed. Thank you so much for the biddies, dude. Appreciate it. And yeah, I love it so much when Ezio's like, well, if you won't be dying by the hands of men, then how about you have a date with gravity? So good, dude. Looking forward to when that happens.
Open the gate! The Captain General is leaving for Urbino! Buona fortuna, Padron Cesare!
Buona fortuna.
He's going to be very disappointed.
I like how Ezio says it and is kind of like smirky when saying it or something. Like, kind of like being happy that Machiavelli is going to be disappointed. There's also something like Klassen nearby. Oh, never mind, we're gonna get it later. You're surprised Cesare was set that way? Me too, actually. But Jean-Paul would scoop it up a bit more.
Open her cell. How was the journey to Roma? Did you sit in Cesare's private carriage?
You're pathetic, Lucrezia.
What did he talk about? His plans for Napoli? Did you like it?
I can't remember.
Perhaps you will remember this. That puts you in your place. Lock it and give me the key.
Reverse extraction. Thanks again for joining with a raid and for the follow earlier. And yeah, you have a good one as well. Catch you next time. Hey the mice, welcome in dude. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day so far. Lucrezia Borgia, born 1480, profession, Lobo, and daughter of a pope. I like how daughter of a pope is a profession. Raised from childhood to be a pawn in her father's schemes, Lucrezia was married 3 times to serve the pope's interests. The first marriage occurred when she was only 13, to Giovanni Sforza to help further the papal relationship with Milan, but when the pope turned against Milan, he had no further use for the marriage. Cesare threatened to have Giovanni murdered, and he fled. In order to annul the marriage, the pope ultimately had Giovanni declared impotent. With that marriage deflated, the pope was free to set up another one, this time to Alfonso of Aragon, cementing a partnership with Naples. Cesare hated the 19-year-old Alfonso for taking Lucrezia's attentions away from him, and in 1500 he stabbed Alfonso. Despite receiving several serious wounds, Alfonso didn't die though. He miraculously recovered over the following weeks. Once he had done the impossible and risen from bed, Cesare instructed Micheletto to strangle him. Lucrezia was thrown out of the room, and while she ran to the Pope to ask for help, Alfonso was murdered. Note: this was not the first time Cesare had killed a man connected to Lucrezia. He had drowned Pietro Calderon, the papal chamberlain, in 1498 for getting close to her. Lucrezia's third husband, Alfonso d'Este, was very reluctant to marry her, understandably, but the Pope's strategy for central Italy required that he cement relationships with Ferrara, so he paid Alfonso's father, Ercole d'Este, the Duke of Ferrara, 300,000 ducats along with other privileges, to secure the match. The two were married, but they weren't exclusive. Lucrezia slept with the poet Bembo and Francesco II of Gonzaga. Their relationship ended when Francesco developed syphilis. Lucrezia died from complications giving birth to her 8th child in 1519. What about those other 7 children, you may ask? Find out next week on Romance Gone Wrong. Jeez. Strider. Damn, what a life. I kinda missed out on the relationship to the father as well. Just saying. They're kind of funny hearing Aragon in like a context of AC, but Lord of the Rings. Damn, that could have gone wrong.
Oh, my back. Please, can you reach this water jug for me? I cannot get it myself.
Anything else I can reach, princess?
There we go.
What are you doing here?
Paying a visit to the tailor.
Rescuing me will provoke Cesare's wrath.
Fortunately for us, he is away. Any chance there is a second key?
The guard handed his to Lucrezia, so I assume not.
Do you know where she is?
Her quarters are at the top of the castello.
Alright, stay here. That key is as good as mine.
I'm not going anywhere.
Wait, you're not? Imagine though if you had to do the second part also as part of the first mission. Like imagine having to do like the entire thing, like getting in and out stealthily. It's like one mission where you have to restart the entire thing if you fail. I would be really pissed. And some Heversider, welcome in. And hey there, Mr. Godi. Welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you had a great stream today. How was AC Black Flag? I was lurking on you earlier. Sada, this wish is a pain when going for 100%. It really is, dude. So many tries I needed in my previous playthroughs. Fortunately, this time we got it like pretty much first try at least. Like one go. Hey there, John Bunce. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Good my dude, you had fun? Oh yeah. How far into the game are you currently, Mr. Goody? And did you actually run mods, like graphical mods for Black Flag? Kinda looked like the lighting was a bit different. But yeah, welcome in everybody. We're playing some AC Brotherhood. Doing like a full sync challenge, so trying to get all the optional objectives and stuff. Ah, okay, you had color correction. I see. It was like it looked a bit different than usual. Glad you had a good time with the game, dude. Alright, let's do the next mission here. Femme Fatale. Obtain the key to Catarina's cell from Lucrezia Borgia. Full sync. Do not lose more than 10 health squares. I mean, that's doable. I don't think I even have 10 health squares at this point. I guess it's like total, right? Like if you lose 4 and you heal yourself and you lose like another 6, you would probably fail the full sync. Good thing though is we don't have to do stealth anymore, so it should be way easier now.
I love you so. I want to sing it to the heaven.
Please, you must whisper it only to yourself. If Cesare found out, who knows what he would do.
Are you not?
What was that?
I'm late for rehearsal. Farewell, my love.
I heard the entire exchange, mia signora, and can vouch for it.
Good. Tell Cesare. We shall see how it feels when the shoe is on the other foot.
Yes, signora.
He loves me.
So basically, Lucrezia's like envious of Catarina. Because Catarina got, you know, raped by Cesare. She's actually envious because, you know, she got attention in any form. Like how fucked up is that though? Pietro Rossi, born 1470, profession actor. First an actor in École d'Arts Theatre in Ferrara, in 1494 Pietro left the company for Rome after he was caught in bed with an actress playing one of the three graces. Unlike the theatre in other countries, Italian troops included women. The argument was that if a man in the audience could be exposed to females with all of their devilish charms, they would be prepared to resist them in person. Because that's why people go to the theater, to learn to be more chaste. Once in Rome, Pietro joined Cardinal Raffaello Riario's theater, performing the ancient Roman plays of Seneca, Plautus, and Terence. Although classicism doesn't seem to have cooled him down. He appears quite frequently on the registers of Rosa and Fiore. Actors. Hey Vermola. Welcome in, dude. How's it going? Port maybe wanted to be seen. Devilish charms, man, you like this guy. Yeah, dude. I mean, maybe he wanted to be seen.
He loves me not. He loves me. 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 He loves me.
I wonder how long she actually does that for.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
Yeah, it's going very good, Mola. Having a nice day so far. Decided to play some,
He loves me. He loves me not.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
He loves me.
There it is. Playing some Brotherhood for Retro Sundays today.
He loves me not.
That's a good thing, right, about the early AC games. I can just consider them retro games. Up until Revelations, at least, in AC3.
He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
Hey, the Maxi, welcome in, dude. It's going very good.
He loves me.
Having a nice time with Brotherhood so far. Doing a challenge run with all the optional objectives. How are you doing? How was the rest of your Legion session?
He loves me. He loves me.
How many petals on that flower? I think an infinite amount.
He loves me. He loves me not.
Because yeah, she's not stopping anytime soon.
He loves me not. He loves
Please, continue. I did not mean to interrupt.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze. How nice to finally meet after hearing so much. A pity Cesare is no longer here. He would have enjoyed this.
My fight is not with you, Lucrezia. Free Caterina, and I will stand down.
Impossible.
Then you leave me no choice.
Guards!
Guards.
Not so mighty now, Auditore.
Wait.
Sei mio, canaglia!
I'm right.
I don't see there! I have him!
Maxi, it's going good, thanks. Project was amazing. You finished that AI mission, V441, which was cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're doing good progress, dude. And yeah, Brotherhood is going really good so far, actually. Just finished the mission, which was a bit trickier to 100%. Because you had to be undetected for the entire duration of it, and it's like 10 minutes of going through it or something. But yeah, we've done that. So very, very happy with that.
I cannot leave you out here to cause trouble, so you're coming with me. Scream, however, and I will be forced to take your tongue.
Rescuing princesses from castles now?
Yeah, one of those missions, Maxi.
I bet you think you're doing
Still remember how much
jumping around, killing whomever you wish.
trouble it cost me when I first played those. Trying to 100% it. Yeah.
Do you know what became of the Patsy once your hunt was finished? Your dear friend Lorenzo stripped them of everything and threw them into prison, even those who played no part in the conspiracy.
She's actually making a good point here, though. Because Medici, of course, wanted to.
Forbidden to marry, and the family tombstones were erased, wiped from the history books. Just like that.
Like, the Medici, of course, also aren't like the heroes of the story, right?
Why won't you die?
even though we were allies to Ezio. Have also done fucked up shit.
You ignored the consequences of your actions, content to set events into motion, but unwilling to see them through.
So one way to actually not get kicked back by her
Finish what he started and bring
is to like get rid of her and then restrain her again. Kind of like this.
The ignorant make easy targets.
Yeah, I think that would attack me if I restrain her, right? Okay, never mind. Fucking out. Don't run up here, Ezio. Come back here.
Whatever, my words are wasted here. Hypocrita.
He suffered from a sword throat. Always in winter time. Remember this mission, Maxi? Yeah, it can be quite annoying with her running away all the time. But getting rid of her like this and picking her back up can definitely make it less frustrating. In a sec, it says you can also like use her as a shield. But of course, if you have to go in another direction, they will still attack you, and she will still like try to free herself, so it's not optimal. But yeah, it's fine. We got this.
I need money, sir.
Salute, Lucrezia.
Oh,
I've missed you.
Vai a farti fottere, Troia!
Always a pleasure. Bring her here, I'll take the key. Classy. Guards! Guards! That's enough out of you!
Can you walk?
No.
I guess we are going out the front.
It's crazy how there's actually 3 missions within this one mission, really, right? The burdens we carry. Escape from the Castello with Caterina and head for the stables. Who sink, do not be detected. It's okay, you can run through, right? Right? Yeah, just do it.
Wait here.
As if I have a choice.
Okay.
You have no reason to be
What the fuck? Don't see me.
What are you doing, Ezio?
What am I doing?
Why save me, Ezio? With Forli taken, I am useless to you.
Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can.
You have a family.
It is not your family. That night at the villa, I had to ensure our allegiance to protect Forli. Do you understand, Ezio?
He does understand.
Get down! Get down!
That should be the 3 of them. It's a bit like Trevor in GTA 5 in that video he did.
Of course. I knew it. You did not explain.
Actually not sure if I remember that mission, to be honest. It's been a while since I played GTA 5. I really gotta replay it, actually.
Di Cesare.
No. My name must still have some small value. I was left unspoiled.
Service actually a lie, right? Like Caterina is kind of like trying to save her dignity in front of Ezio. Oh, that's been confirmed by the database entries and by Cesare and Lucrezia that, you know, Caterina has been indeed raped repeatedly by Cesare and Rodrigo. So she's kind of like, you know, obviously it's like a severe trauma that she's been through, and that's why she's not telling it to Ezio. But yeah, it did happen, unfortunately.
Come, Ezio, this way.
Ah, okay, so you meant that's a video that Shia did. I thought that Trevor did like a video as well in GTA 5 or something. And I misunderstood that. Because I definitely know that original speech from Shia and all that. I thought Trevor did like something similar or something in GTA 5.
Don't you dare!
The barrel will be holed up here.
Let's get a third guy in here.
Figlio di puttana, never do that to me again.
Oh, let's find another haystack then. That guard is eternally relieved from duty and life. He sure is, dude. Okay, does he turn around? We're gonna test it.
It seems to open from over there.
Okay, let's air down here. If abstract, welcome in. How's it going? Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, Schillerlocke raided me earlier after he finished AC2. Thanks for joining in with the raid. We're lucky on his channel before he went to prepare lunch. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, he finished AC2 earlier and then raided me afterwards. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, these guys here. I don't think we're supposed to be here, are they? Good. This one. What the fuck? Welcome back, Schillerlocke. Hope you enjoyed your dinner as well. Or your food, rather. Or quite dinner time, I guess.
Hurry, Ezio.
Ride across the bridge. I will cover you.
Guardian of Folly. Escort Caterina on horseback as she flees from Castel Sant'angelo. Posting, achieve a kill streak of at least 5 guards. I'm from Germany, Abstract. Yeah. Same as Schillerlocke.
Hey, hey, here! Andiamo!
Hold it right there. You think you can escape?
Come with me, Katrina.
Here!
Andiamo! Right here. We'll get about it. Where is it now?
Oi.
Go to Isola Tiberina. Find Machiavelli there. He will be waiting for me.
What about you?
Someone has to stay here and distract the guards.
Get back in one piece, or I will never forgive myself.
Go!
Okay, stop talking, go. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a killing streak here. That's only 4. Maybe now. There we go.
Fatti sotto.
Me. Okay, never mind, let's escape.
Back to the Castello!
So it's actually Machiavelli right there, sending a distraction.
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Take my sugar. There we go. Nice. So, apart from that buggy detection at the start of the whole mission, it went pretty good actually.
Please, God, just let me live.
But all the missions forcing first try pretty much.
Why not have a statue in the garden?
Oh, thanks so much, free money. Jesus Christ, that's ja. Okay, there's guards everywhere. I think we should go back to the high ground. Okay. We are good.
Please, spare me! I am a simple man!
Definitely gotta lose some notoriety here, though, because all these guards are after us.
Just let me run away.
There we go. And thanks for the GG's rod. There we go. 24k. Enough to get some good upgrades here, I think. What the fuck? Why can't I assassinate this guy from behind?
Right, I'll give you a head.
What are you doing? I think this guy's a bit confused.
Hero, quite the athlete, that one.
Alright, let's get to the tailor here. And Bim could buy some pouches here. Let's get the nerf pad upgrade. And definitely the smoke bomb pouch. Finally, we will be having some of those. And that's it for now.
Enjoy your purchase and come again. Hey, come. I have scores of new works from exciting young artists.
Nice. Even more money. Money, money.
Metal is made into fine art in the superior establishment.
Let's also invest into the bank here.
No, signori. Here you pay extra for the added value included in every transaction. No offense, but I didn't think you had them on.
Oh, now you know.
Ezio.
Where is Machiavelli?
I could not find him.
I brought the Contessa here.
Caterina.
Care to tell us where you have been?
Looking for Ezio. What of Cesare and Rodrigo?
Cesare rode off before I could get close to him, and Rodrigo was somewhere else entirely.
That is odd. Rodrigo is usually at the Castello.
Very odd indeed.
What a waste. No offense.
None taken.
With Cesare gone to Urbino, we must build our forces.
I thought we intended to strike now.
Impossible. Cesare commands a massive army in Romagna. You would never reach him.
I say we work here, in Roma. Erode the Borgia's influence while restoring our own. And in fact, I want to begin right now. Volpe, bring Claudia and Bartolomeo here. Machiavelli, meet me outside. Take care of her. Look, the Borgia rob everything from the people to maintain power.
What do you intend to do?
We will recruit him to our cause.
You cannot be serious.
To win this war, Machiavelli, we need loyal soldiers. By recruiting enemies of the state, we arm those who have been disarmed by the Borgia.
Go then. Recruit our first novices.
If a Batwoman, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Men of the people. Fight with 2 citizens of Rome against the oppression of a Borgia and recruit them for the Assassin's Guild. Full sync, not lose more than 5 health squares. The liberation of Roma has begun.
God knows why it's called
So for this game it's 100% with DLC. Yeah, I will be doing all the missions basically, and all the story related stuff with the optional objectives as well. So we're gonna end up getting 100% sync, but I won't be forcing myself to get all the collectibles or something like that. But yeah, doing all the missions, all the challenges and stuff, including the DLC.
Assassin! The liberation of Roma has begun. If you choose to flee, do so now. But if you choose to fight, stand with me against the Borgia.
I am tired of hiding in the shadows. I will join you.
Then seek Niccolo Machiavelli on Isola Tiberina, and we will make you one of us. Their lies will no longer mask your truth.
Nice. Got the boat assassin recruited. Kinda funny because I always like randomize look-wise.
Don't lose him again!
The liberation of Roma has begun.
You have saved me. My life is yours to command.
Nice. Our 2 first assassin recruits. I will also have the Assassin Guild challenges available. Oh yeah. So that's a really nice feature of this game, you know, how you can like command your own assassins to help you in stealth or combat. And if you have enough, you can even recruit them for like an arrow storm, which will kill like all the guards in vicinity. And you can also level them up by sending them on missions all across the Mediterranean.
I made the most easy broadsword yesterday.
get the thieves in here.
At the request of Secondo Pietro Simone Occhibianchi, his execution will be conducted via strangulation. His honorable surrender makes meeting his demand equally honorable.
Nicely done.
Tomorrow at the usual time.
Yeah. I thank him every night for sending you to us.
Noble prices for noble wares. Fit for an emperor.
No stay. I will pay you in this store.
Dressed up like a suckling pig. Ready for the stew. Please, spare me. I'm a good man.
Nice. There are the assassins.
Citizen!
Requiescat in pace.
Please watch for falling masonry when near building sites. Condolences are extended to all citizens of the English nation for the loss of your ambassador. A reminder to all aspirant practitioners of the Carnal Arts. Permits must be obtained from the council before opening for business.
Oh, nice. We have a pigeon coop. Which you can use to send the assassins on missions. Got Fedele Fabiani and Gita Gagani. It's kind of funny because I always have like same letter for the first and second name. At least most of the time, I think. It's yeah, there we have him. So they're currently level 1, but by sending them in like out to assassinate people, they level up. But also by doing these Mediterranean defense missions as well. Currently we can recruit a total of 7 assassins, but by igniting more Borgia towers we can get another 5 as well. So a total of 12 here. Yeah, let's go ahead and start the contracts. I'll be starting with a level 1 difficulty mission. And we have Assassinate a Supplier. We have an opportunity to cut off Templar armaments by assassinating one of the weapon suppliers. Oh. That's a job for Fedele Fabiani. And then we can also deliver a warning in Venice. Our allies prepare to march their armies right into an ambush, warn them before they set out. That's a job for Gita Gagani. Hey there, Jay. Welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How was the stream today? I hope you had a great time with more Kingdom Hearts. Welcome in, raiders. nice, you can get another assassin here. Thanks for shoutouts as well, Rod and Maxi. What happened to the assassin recruit here?
You're delivered for that! Figlio di puttana! I'll feed you your own liver for that!
What?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
It was good. You finished the story portion of Monstro and saved Pinocchio and Geppetto. Nice. Did Pinocchio end up being a real boy? Or is he still a wooden puppet? He's still a puppet at the moment, but that could change. You don't remember. Fair enough, dude. Yeah, good going. Eva Ninja, welcome into it. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Jay was real boy. The boyo. Right, let's head to the main story here. Should be quite close by. Ninja, you played more of Need for Speed Heat the other day, didn't you? How's that going with the Wii and everything? I've actually played that game not too long ago as well, after I seen you play it, and quite enjoyed it actually. Oh, I didn't play with the Wii, I just played with my controller. I need at least one free assassin recruit to initiate his memory. Ah, damn it. Just wait a second, because I think our female assassin will come back any second. Yeah, there she is. For little better after adjusting to 450. 900 is overkill. I can imagine, dude. So much more difficult playing it like that, to be honest. But I reckon it's also way more fun. Especially police chases must be so intense. Because I already were with like a usual controller.
Who did this?
That monster, Malfatto!
Did you see him?
That way!
Serial offender. Malfatto hunts girls near the Tiber. Locate and kill him. Post sync. Kill your target using the assassin recruit. What's the real locks you get in Chapo at 900 having to spin it back twice? I can imagine. It was really tricky recovering from that. Malfatto. Born unknown. Profession doctor. Zergo's database says, ravaging the poor district of Rome, Malfatto preys on those unfortunate enough to be caught unaware. The only data I could find outside of that was a report of a Mars doctor in 1502, seen lurking outside of Rosa and Fiore. This guy seems like really bad news, and I've read a lot of bad news lately.
I told you not to come out here.
Requiescat in pace.
Right, so the courtesans are kind of like guiding us here, showing us the way.
Come be here. Abbot Ugo.
Animale!
There he is. Got him.
Requiescat in pace.
Citizen!
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
My God!
serve the
Someone
higher
get the guards!
purpose.
There is a killer!
So that's how we use the assassin recruits in combat or stealth. Such a nice feature. Obviously it makes stealth a whole lot easier, you know, being able to call them anytime. But it also makes it a bit more fun, to be honest. Having like your own Brotherhood that you can send out. Right, nice. So Gita Gagani is now level 2, which is the rank of Servitore. Which also means that we can give her some new weapons. A dagger. Daggers are quick and efficient weapons at short range. Could even change her color, but I think I'll do that actually. I want to give each assassin like an individual color. So, the Delle Fabiani is gonna stay Assassin White because it's the first assassin we got. And for the second, we're gonna go for Venetian Wine. Nice. Okay, let's find another level 1 mission here. We have one in Moscow. Clean up. One of our brothers was killed by the Templars. They took his body and they will soon begin to investigate his identity. We need you to make sure it is destroyed and all links to us burned. Done. Let's just jump in the water here. Never mind, we have to get another assassin again. Oh, let's wait for the other assassin to come back and just do some side stuff until then. I don't really want you to send assassins on missions just yet, but there he is. We're good. Now Fedele Fabiani also has become level 2 Servitore. Nice.
Bambino, why do you cry?
They're going to take my mama on a boat ride. They say I will go on the next one.
Who?
A man from the castle came with guards and arrested us. He scared me.
They are scary. But you look very brave.
Will you bring my mama back?
Human cargo. Find Sebastro Sabatini, kill him and free his slaves. For sync, kill your target using the assassin recruits. Wait, that's a voice actress for Jennifer Kenway, right? I didn't realize. whatsoever. That's awesome.
Where did they take your mother?
Down that street.
Good. Do you have some place to go for now?
My uncle's.
Go there. Do not stop to talk to anyone.
And she does a great job, voicing like a small boy. Honestly. Sebastro Sabatini. Born 1472. Profession, noble. A member of the Sabatini family and a cousin to Raphael student Andrea Sabatini, Sebastro worked for the Borgia in return for an elevation of his status. After failing Cesare, records do not indicate how he felt him exactly, there's simply the mention that Sebastro cocked up. Micheletto removed Sebastro's left forearm. Damn. Here's Angela Galopus IMDb. Thanks for sharing that, Rod. But yeah, that's awesome. I really didn't recognize that whatsoever. But yeah, it's not untypical for a woman to voice like children, right? No matter the gender. Which makes a lot of sense since usually it's a higher pitch voice. She was also Chao Jun and Flavia Auditore in Embers 2. Ah, nice. I didn't know she was Chao Jun either in that short movie.
Like to remind all cittadini that displays of public drunkenness and rudeness will only be tolerated.
Okay, so for now we just gotta tell him, don't we? Yeah, we gotta find the other slaves first. Yeah, dude. There really are so many good ones. It's great that they make a comeback, you know, in so many different kind of like roles. Major side or main characters to these like very small side roads, or even like, you know, NPCs and stuff. I'm always like astounded by, you know, how they manage to change it up as well, depending on the role. Especially the guy behind Bartolomeo and Marquis de Sade and stuff. She was Claudia Petruccio Bianca, the daughter of Caterina. Damn, so Claudia and Petruccio?
I can set bones, stitch cuts, apply poultices, and even improve the humor. The office of the receiver of
Hey Veroni, welcome in, dude.
has closed.
How's it going?
Period of time.
But absolutely dude, how we change things up, and especially in even subtle ways too. Yeah. Like even when you know the voice actor, right, and kind of like how they sound like most of the time can be tricky to spot. That's saying a lot.
We must ensure the kidnappings continue.
But children...
Requiescat in pace.
Citizen! I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Actually, I do. It's here now and get some medicine back.
Trust me, you'll soon feel much better, friend.
Rodney, good. You just finished digging out an area for a small area we intend to pave with stones. Oh, nice. Excellent stuff, dude. Yeah, that was kinda easy, Maxi. But yeah, you gotta love the assassin recruits for that. Alright, nice. Dilla Fabiani is now level 2. Let's go ahead and give him the leather spoders. And I'm gonna send him on another mission, I think. We have a mission in Paris. Steal property. We have scouted several vacant buildings that won't serve our needs. We need you to recover the deeds so we can forge new ones. It's actually kind of nice to wake up with an hour or so of good honest physical labor. Yeah, definitely can be a very nice feeling, you know, getting stuff done around the house and just like physical labor in general, I guess.
Any more the types of abuse recently committed. You stand warned. Penalties will be
Come, friend.
I say.
Right, I think it's time we head back to the assassin headquarters. Now that we utilize our assassin recruits a bit. But first I'm gonna go to the bank and pick up some money. Also gonna keep on investing so we can get the Impaler coins. There we go. I reckon we still can't finish this shop quest for, can we? Yeah, we still need more terracotta pots first.
You must lack the coin to shop here.
Okay, so before we do this mission, I wanna actually head back to modern day, because I think the next mission is actually the end of sequence 4 already. And I do want to make sure that we don't miss any kind of like modern day stuff between the sequences. I already talked to everybody in this sequence, but who knows, maybe there's like more. And if not, there's at least some emails.
We don't have time for chit-chat.
We'll talk later. Now get in there and find the apple. We're counting on you.
Gotta stay with the code.
Right, let's have a look at the laptop here. Thank you for clipping that, Rod. Yeah, I thought also it was kind of like funny, you know, how he like sees me killing everybody and getting hits as well. He's like, might be a new customer. You want some fresh caught leeches, maybe? That might help with, you know, bleeding. Rebecca says, going to get some eats from the cafe in town. Anything? And we got a new weekly schedule. It's kind of funny how cleanup is all Sean this week because he ate a yogurt, right? Like that's why Sean has to do cleanup for the entire week. Because he ate Lucy's yogurt. Honestly, a bit crazy, like that Lucy actually, you know, makes Sean do that. Just for eating a freaking yogurt, like what the heck. Also, another change in schedule is that Sunday is actually off and they don't do an anime session. I think that's because Desmond is actually having severe cases of a bleeding effect. It's kind of like waking up at night screaming and stuff. So I gotta take at least one day off in a week to kind of get him to rest a bit more. Rod, you had issues with clipping and stopped playing the footage on loop, so couldn't get the ending point you wanted exactly. Ah, I gotcha. I hate when that happens with clips. But thanks for trying and for getting it at the end. Okay, so Sean answers to the request from Rebecca. That nice pasta dish I like. Thanks, Sean. P.S. I have no euros, so thanks in advance. Okay, nothing new here, I think. We didn't read this first email though, did we? We did read this, but not the answer to that. Ah, there it is. So Sean found the MP3 player that Rebecca was looking for. Then Rebecca says, thanks for the handoff earlier. Where was it? Then Sean says, my nightstand. I think that might be a reference to Sean and Rebecca, you know, spending a bit more time together. Outside of kind of like, you know, the professional work life. Cheers, Rod. I appreciate it. Okay, let's have a look into Sean's email order here. Okay, nothing new here. And all good there. Let's have a look at Lucy's. Okay, nothing new here either. Let's go back and finish the sequence.
Good to go.
Oh nice, we can even recruit another assassin here. Not gonna be able to miss out on that.
Lovely tight pets. Bizarre. What's with him?
Or I swear, you'll suffer!
Fuck, no. Guy died. Of course. It always happens in that location.
Get him, ragazzi!
I Like, they always get hit and then just fall down to their death.
Over here.
Ah, okay, there's still like another mission before we finish the sequence, I think. An unexpected visitor. Discover the source of a mysterious voice.
It's you. Come here.
So this is actually kind of like a reference to Medical Solid here. You know, kind of like the
Come here.
paper box that somebody's hiding in.
Over here.
Because it's that one of the hiding opportunities in one of the Medical Solid games, isn't it?
Over here.
Another fun thing is you can even get an outfit, which is another reference to Medical Solid, the Raiden outfit. However, you don't get it unless you do all the VR missions, which you might actually end up doing as like a fun side activity. Also got some other outfits here, like the Armor of Altair from AC2. One of my absolute favorites. The Florentine Noble Tar from the start of AC2, before he became an assassin. Then Altair's robes. The Drachen Armor, which you only get if you actually buy the deluxe edition of this game. And Desmond, which I probably never use because yeah, Rod. It's like maybe he's hiding in the box there.
Ezio, come here.
Ezio, here.
Over here.
Over here.
Chi è là?
Ezio!
Leonardo!
I knew you were behind the break-in at Sant'angelo. It is good to see you, friend.
Come here.
Forgive me. The Borgia have commandeered my services. Actually, they would have killed me had I refused.
What do they want?
War machines. I have constructed weapons for all the Borgia guards and other terrible monstrosities besides. They are very well designed, Ezio. Here, the names of the Templars overseeing their construction. Cesare intends to supply his army with my creations. You must dismantle them.
Grazie. I will take care of the plans and the machines.
There is far graver news, I am afraid. They have the apple.
Yes, I know. I gave the apple to Mario.
I am sorry, Ezio. Cesare left it in my hands to study, to make it work. Then Rodrigo took it from me. I know not where.
I will recover it in time. Leonardo, I've lost all the codex inventions you once fashioned for me.
Remaking them will be easy. I never forget the design. But you must compensate me for the raw material.
Really? They're not paying you at Il Vaticano?
Very, very little. If we are to do this, we must appear to not meet at all.
A hand pointing.
It's pointing to where you should sit. So sit.
Yes, maestro.
It's pointing to where you should sit. So sit. It's kind of cool because you also play Leonardo's inventions, like the soundtrack that's actually called like that when he appears, which is also the Monteregione theme as well. Ronnie, Leonardo is one of your favorite side characters of the series. Same here, dude. Yeah, Leonardo and Mario are definitely my favorite two side characters in AC2 actually. But outside of it as well, you know, they're such great characters. Leonardo da Vinci, born 1452, profession, painter, inventor, designer, architect, scientist, and engineer. The illegitimate son of a notary and a peasant woman, Leonardo da Vinci was raised in Tuscany. Like many destined to be superstars, he had no surname, Vinci being the town in which he was born. At the age of 14, he was apprenticed to Florentine painter Verrocchio, who taught him chemistry, drafting, painting, sculpting, and modeling. When he was 20, Leonardo established his own workshop and then traveled across Italy, eventually painting his great masterpieces, The Last Supper in 1498 and the Mona Lisa in 1503-7. During his travels, Leonardo studied the world with unquenchable curiosity, recording his observations in mirror writing within the notebooks. While under the employ of Ludovico Sforza and then Cesare Borgia, he created designs for a helicopter, tank, naval bomber, and a machine gun, among others. He was also an engineer designing garrisons and movable barricades. Despite this epic list of accomplishments, Leonardo was hounded by his patrons for his chronic procrastination. Pieces frequently took years longer than he anticipated, and many were never finished at all. Leonardo also had a tumultuous love life. Accused of sodomy in 1476, he was most likely homosexual. Salai, his assistant, was accused of stealing and spending too much money on clothes, but was also probably Leonardo's lover. Leonardo painted several pictures of Salai, including his famous St. John the Baptist, and left the Mona Lisa to him when he died in 1519. And Salai is also gonna be a major side character in the Davinci Disappearance, actually, where Leonardo is also gonna confirm that they are indeed lovers as well. Alright, there we go. So we can get our first upgrade here. I'm gonna go for the double blade first. Envisioned by Altair in the Codex, 2 hidden blades allow for multiple simultaneous stealth kills.
I must return to my workshop. Wait here.
I can kill double the guards.
Desmond, I've scanned Leo's location into the map so you can keep track of him when he moves. To synchronize with Ezio, you will have to destroy Leo's machines. I've marked the whereabouts of the Templars overseeing their construction. I'll update the map when the machines' locations are found.
Indeed. The double blade has 2 parts, the double and the blade. Indeed, dude. Yeah, can't miss out on the double hidden blade.
For the souls of the pilgrims trapped in the fire at Saint-Germain.
Rod is a great element of having something like the end as part of a story, allowing instructions to not only make sense to the player but also to the character, instead of the old school way of the character says which buttons do something. Yeah, that's something I love in general with AC, you know, how it kind of like makes sense both for the player and for the enemies user. Just really allows for great connection between the two.
Its secrets will only be revealed through a careful study of the truth. But we have been taught incorrectly. Theories by great men who were limited by archaic tools and beliefs. We live in a time of progress. Art, medicine, philosophy. Every day new breakthroughs are made. But when we look to the sky, we do not question. We remain in the past. It is time to remand our schooling, to explore the world as it truly is. My colleagues and I have set up workshops throughout Roma. Please, visit us. We have much to share. Anyone who wishes to be enlightened, step forward. I have much to share.
So that's of course Copernico. I'm not gonna be doing the DLC just yet. I think I'm gonna wait until we have more assassin recruits, because that will make the 100% sync much easier. But yeah, we're gonna be doing it probably next time. But Lara, press the jump button to make me jump. Yeah. But yeah, I love so much, you know, how the enemy's users kind of like we're kind of like in the shoes of the enemy's user, right? Because Desmond is also just experiencing a simulation. So a lot of the stuff that we experience in the game makes sense for the modern day user as well, because what we see isn't exactly how things look like or even were. Although there's of course a chance to synchronize and get as close as we can to the truth. But yeah, definitely like how it's, you know, bridges that approach between player and enemy's user. Okay. Let's port on here. Okay, we can't get a viewpoint yet, however. Yeah, we can't renovate this aqueduct either, because of a Borgia Tower. And I think we can't access the Borgia Tower yet as well. Should be in a locked off area.
Barione is locked down. I cannot work. Nessun problema. Next time.
Let's do it next time. Oh. Another potential assassin recruit.
Remembering you and feeding my...
The liberation of Roma has begun.
That was bravely done, Signore. Grazie. Please, show me how to beat these tyrants.
This
Citizen!
just joined the Assassin Guild. Oh yeah. It's 3 of the assassins recruited out of 12 potential ones. War plans. Give a Templar Overseer to recover a map showing the location of one of Leonardo's war machines. Full sync. Send the mercenaries into a fight. You want to join the guild as well, Cider? Oh, I guess we gotta get to Roma and search for Ezio.
Deal. To dispatch you. And to be honest, the task appeals to me.
Okay, I'm not gonna be doing the next War Machine mission though just yet, because I will only stream for like another 5 to 10 minutes actually. However, we can recruit another assassin already. Seems like it's the same position as last time. Yep.
The liberation of Roma has begun.
Many thanks for your aid, but they will hunt me down. I cannot remain. Will you take me with you, Signore?
I will. Nice. Let's have a look again at the Borgia, if it's actually locked off. If my memory serves me right, it is, but we can have a look, right? Yeah, it is locked off. Just gotta wait here still.
Professional soldiers, eh?
I'll make sure to kind of like recruit courtesans, thieves, and mercenaries, and then 7 more guards, so we can kind of like get the gear challenges as well. I think we gotta like do 10 times or so per faction. It's a shame there's another assassin recruit, but it's in a locked off area. There's one guy up here. Let's see if we can find a way to get up.
Andiamo!
Are you proud to wear those colors?
You have
They're
lost
good.
on their special quality. Bene.
Damn.
No less than they deserve.
The liberation of Roma has begun.
I still breathe thanks to you. What skill I have is yours, if you will have me.
I will. Come over here, dude. I saw on the minimap. Assassina. Indeed. Okay, how about we send our assassin recruits on missions? How about we have a few? Now got Mino Recovery. Adele Fabiani is now level 3, Assistente. We recruited Ottavio Olivieri. Oh, nice, and also got the signal where we can basically get the Aerostorm in. Or maybe not, I think we only have a second now. So once we get the third, we get the Aerostorm ability. And we got Bianca Carsidoni. Let's go ahead and get Fedele Fabiani Decker. And then I'm gonna go ahead and change the colors on the other assassins here. For Mino, we get the Venetian Azure. for Ottavio, we get the Tuscan Emerald. And for Bianca, get the Florentine Crimson. Okay, let's see if we can do this mission already. Defend the captain. We have intercepted an assassination contract for a captain loyal to our cause. We will reach him first and fight back any aggressors. Okay, so that's a job for Fedele Fabiani. Defend the politician. Opposing the Templars is a dangerous move, but one that we must encourage. One politician is ignoring the risk. Make sure he survives his bold actions. Okay, let's send Gita and Mino on this one. And we have a mission in Vienna. Intercept a message. The Templars will soon send instructions to the man. Find the courier, steal the message, and bring it to us. That's a job for Ottavio. And we got deliver report in Rome. We have detailed our activities and need them deliver to our brothers in another city to coordinate our actions. These must not fall into enemy hands. And that's a job for Bianca. Right. Very nice. Damn, look at all of these symbols. You could say the map is a bit cluttered. But a good feature that you have in Brotherhood is actually where you can set the display. You can kind of like disable all kinds of missions if you want to. And only focus on the ones you actually want to be doing. I'm gonna have everything enabled because I'm interested in everything essentially. But it's nice to have that to kind of get a better overview of the map if you want it to be. But yeah guys, this is where we're gonna call it for today's Retro Sundays and AC Brotherhood session. I want to thank you all very much for coming by and for joining for another AC Brotherhood stream. The next stream is gonna be tomorrow. We will most likely get back to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and continue our in-depth story playthrough of that game. However, there's also the odd chance of me, you know, just like going into Summer Brotherhood as well if I feel it, so might be a spontaneous change as well. But for now, we plan on doing Witcher 3, so yeah. Hey there, Kara, welcome in, thank you for joining. If that's still worse whatsoever, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you have a good day so far. And that's the verse. Thank you also so much for being here and for joining. Really do appreciate it. As well as all the rates today as well. From Jay, Mr. Godi, Shitterlocker. Thank you also so much. But someone say Gwent? Maybe. We still gotta battle the Velen innkeepers for some unique Gwent cards, so it's probably gonna be happening tomorrow, to be honest. No worries, Ronnie. You have a good day as well. Kara, today has been very short. That's good to hear. It's been a nice, relaxing day so far. Yeah, same for me as well. But yeah, guys, this is where we're gonna call it for today. So let's go ahead and exit the game here. And then of course we're gonna have a look who's online so we can pass on the love and show some support. So let's see who's streaming. I do see Gislake playing some... Oh, never mind. Gislake went offline. Literally this moment. Okay, question to you guys. Do you have anybody who you would like to share? Who we can raid? Because the raid targets... I don't really have a defining... or definitive raid target right now, to be honest. But I'm always open for some suggestions. And yeah, for sure, Maxi, definitely do a shout out. In fact, let me also give a couple here. To Jay. Jay is currently playing some Kingdom Hearts, but is also a big fan of Assassin's Creed as well. So you're gonna find those games for sure over on his channel. Also thanks for a shout out to Kara as well, Maxi. So Kara has last been playing some Sims 4. Also very nice streamer to check out. Been there a couple times before myself. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Godi. He's currently playing some AC4 Black Flag. And also to Rod. Rod is also a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. He's playing those games on the weekends, doing all kinds of challenge runs. So if you're interested in those kind of playthroughs, check out Rod as well. Usually like stealth challenges or like no upgrade runs, pacifists and all that type of stuff. So always a good variety of AC challenges to catch. Then I also want to give a shout out to Schillerlogger. He's another German streamer playing also AC currently. He just finished his AC2 run, so he's gonna be starting Brotherhood next. And then of course also to Maxi. Maxi's another great streamer, also a fan of Assassin's Creed. Currently is doing a playthrough of Watch Dogs Legion, playing through it for the first time and really enjoying it so far. So definitely check out his channel as well. Yeah, I got a couple more on my sleeve, bear with me. And I also want to give a shout out to Ronnie, who's also a big fan of Assassin's Creed. Currently doing a playthrough of AC Unity. Is it your first time playing through the game, Ronnie? I'm not sure actually. I think you played through it before, but yeah, doing that game as well. Thanks, Maxi. Appreciate it, dude. And yeah, that's the voice whatsoever, Rod. More than happy for a shout out, dude. Hope you have a good rest later as well and a good night's sleep. Only first time you've gotten this farm game. Ah, I gotcha. So your first time finishing the game as well. Nice, dude. Very nice indeed. And Maxi, you said you have Angria Travis streaming some Witcher 3. Alright, let me actually go ahead and check out that channel real quick. I have one more shout out to my sleeve also, bear with me. But yeah, let me open up this channel here as well. But yeah, I also want to give a shout out to Mola as well, who's currently actually playing for the Desmond Saga. His first time playing for the game since it launched, I think, pretty much. And he plans on playing through the whole Desmond saga, so highly recommend checking that out as well if you haven't yet. But yeah, I think we're gonna go and say hi to Angrier Travis, who Maxi just recommended. So let's have a look. Currently playing some Witcher 3. Also seems like they're playing some Gwent as well, which is always a good time. And yeah, if you guys want to hop along with the raids, you're also free to use the raid emotes, depending on if you're subbed or not. And yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow for some more Witcher 3 most likely. Until then, hope you all have a great rest of the day or night. And yeah, take care.